Hello everybody, my name is Aaron, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, this game came out a while ago on Steam, and it's free to play, and from what I tell, it's pretty hyped up. Now, at the beginning, there was a warning that those under 13 years and older or easily disturbed should not be playing this game, so that is a warning to you all. Now, I'm going to just jump on in, for I am not easily disturbed. Alrighty. New game. I am... no, wait. No, I can't space it, damn it. No, yeah, I don't know, I'm just gonna, yes. Nailed it. Hey! Alrighty. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Oh, so it's me, right? No, this girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. So, you know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. That's understandable. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase me after, if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better running away. I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. Oh my god. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Of course not, Sayori. I would never. That's mean, Aaron. I'm not a mean person. Of course not. No, it's just the person I am narrating for. Well, if people start to stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have to have it in you to be mean whenever you want to. Whatever you say, or I need to find a way to say her name the first time around. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Aaron, have you decided to join a club yet? A club to join yet? To words, yes? Of course, it's Literature Club. I would know exactly how to speak. A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Ah, dang. So what, I don't have a social, commute after school? This is my only friend. Because I decided not to join any clubs. I'm a lonely person. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. I'm gonna make her voice that. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I'm so mean. Satori likes to worry. Sayori likes to worry a little too much for me when I'm perfectly content and just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yeah. That was pretty fucking meta, though. I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Well, I think me and Sayori have more in common than I first thought. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? Like, yeah. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to a real world. You trust me, right? What the fuck is a NEET? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! I hate it so so much, but I mean, this is the only thing I'm gonna do for her, because, yeah, this is the only way I could possibly talk with this girl's face. Why do I let myself get lectured into such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I let myself relent to her. I guess I'm seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Everything up her head. Well, the school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I learned nothing today. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and I realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I am impressed. Thanks, Sayori. Ugh. You don't need to wait up for me if it's just gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, you could come to my club! Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Mimi? I hate this. The music goes along with it. And like, just because of the disclaimer at the back of my head, like, oh, this is gonna be harsh and whatever. This is just... Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. Oh, I just dropped my keyboard. Fuck. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Why would you do that to me, Sayori? Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is actually that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. That actually sounds like something I might do. I mean... Ejectedly, I don't know how to pronounce that word because I am a dum-dum. Anywho, follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year's classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Enter! Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? I'm a dude now. Alright. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Aaron, what a nice surprise. Oh, I know you! I guess. Welcome to the club! All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Honestly, I just like the music at this point. This is great. Look at all them anime girls. I love them. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure, it makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one that made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. I gotta remember who's saying what. Sayori says quietly in my ear and then turns back towards the other girl. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who apparently appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. Sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Oh, shit. That's right. It's great to see you again, Aaron. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels like... You too, Monica. I'm cool. I swear. I'm cool. I need to calm down. Come sit down, Aaron. We made room for you at the table so you can come sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I get a little too excited. Oh my god. Then how about I make some tea as well? Yes, tea. I love the leaf juice water. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's widened so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches over to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals dozens white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, the stuff you see on Instagram? I love that! The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica and I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full. It's delicious! With her mouth full and already has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances at my direction. Hey, go. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this. Haven't I heard this conversation somewhere before? Made them for you or something. What have I gotten myself into? All right. I thought you technically did. So Sayori said, "Well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you dummy." All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before settling down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Wow. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea make you enjoy a good book? I guess. Reading? Pfft, reading's for nerds. I'm the cool guy, obviously. What do you mean this is the literature club? I need to calm down, dang it. Put them down. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Ah, yes. Leaf water. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I hadn't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, my duty is to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. Ah, yes, those club politics. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for advance. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Ah, that's nice, Monica. Monica. Say alright. Monica's really is a really good, great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put that away. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica really must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by a new member joining. Though I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Aaron, what kind of things do you like to read? Books? Considering how little I've read in the past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Yeah, that's what all the cool cats are doing nowadays. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, and after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Oh, that's a mood. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story from such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her lights up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. That's a mood. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped for something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Serial horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, the eyes dart for me to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems? Everything you do is just about as cute as you are. Sayori slides behind Nuzi and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, do you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truth form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share your work, we can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzily at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now we have a new member. I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Strengthen the bond. With the pretty ladies. Isn't that right, Aaron? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club! Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never said and made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at in them. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Aaron... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is as if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. You really just came for the cupcakes. I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and then bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Aaron, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress this class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Aaron, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I have never walked home together anymore. She's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Dying. So with that, the two of us depart to the club room and make our way home. The whole mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Why is it that Nadika is just like looking at me straight on? Because it's ridiculously unnerving. She's just kind of like watching you, bitch. Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Wink wonk, wink wonk. Alright! I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I gotta write. Oh, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think the favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Massacre. Tragedy. Charm. Charm. Playground skirt. Comfortable. Unrequired. Charm. Waterfall. Disoriented. Pleasure. Fear. Forgetful. I don't know. Playground. Lust. Nibble, cheer, determination, strawberry, suicide, play, disarray, electricity, ambient. Where are all these negative ones coming from? Who is thinking about these? Determination, uncontrollable, loud, vibrant, captive, vicious, music, destroying. Grief. Beauty, swimsuit, secretive, shiny, extreme, cheers, warm, secretive. Oh, that was for her. Okay, so why is it that Nadika isn't showing up on this? Unless, wait, is she? Crap, I forgot their faces already. Fuck. Rose. Oh, cool. What am I doing? Atone, despise, fester, papa, marriage, bubbles, fireflies, puppy, games, starscape, rainbow, infinite, intellectual, marshmallow, adventure, precious, Doki Doki, yeah, vertigo, skipping, hope, pop, heaven sent, headphones, fantasy, landscape, whisper. What did I do? I wasn't keeping track of that. Hi again, Aaron. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. I'm gonna take one of these really hot girls. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Aaron. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me that you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I didn't know if you were planning to just come here and hang out or what. But you don't get to take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Aaron always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with his busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy and it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Aaron can become good friends too? Oh my god. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like such a big deal when it's really not. What I do. Sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. And so, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Oh, I didn't read that. What did it say? Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. Love those books, yum. It's a short read, so if it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I'm looking forward to hearing what you think. Now everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. It's the closet, man. Looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Slumped into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could possibly fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. This festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come to the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing and speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is talking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberate like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Oh, well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. That's a mood. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Details. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, it was trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put your mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder if it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ah! She's up in your face now. What? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Jumps back. Wait! Actually, no, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. I swear I'm cool, Monica! It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than I look out. You look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day. That's not very convincing.
How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances at herself.
How's it written all over me?
You were very clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all over there. Ah, yes, look at all that sticky outy hair. I run my fingers through the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't even straight either. Yeah, it's not really a bow, is it? It's just kind of like a piece of string. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Oh dang, dude, you're like a mess. I wipe off the stain with my finger.
Nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. No one's ever gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button up her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh my god. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking of her does these kind of things. Don't say that. It'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay. Just move the thing around. Or you. I guess. Hey, be careful, but the button might come off. Oh my god. Why is this so hard? Fuck. This thing is... It did when I bought it. Oh my god. If you ever button it, you would notice that sooner. It doesn't fit you anymore. Why are you smiling about? It means my boobs have gotten bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel so strange to see blowers buttoned up like that? It's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Seriously, and buttons her blazer much... Oh, Jesus, fuck. Wait a second, there's not even a button there. There's just two buttons. There's not a third button there. The fuck? Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying it's like a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, they wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better. I can words because I'm in the literature club. And you take care of me better than anyone else would. And you would say, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should wake me up in the morning. Wink wonk, wink wonk, wink wonk. You're doing it again, Sayori.
But I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't you share the poem we wrote now?
Yay!
Oh my god.
Aaron, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to receive her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. Of course I did. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now everyone's ready. Why don't we find someone to share with? I
can't wait.
Sakurai and Monica enthusiastically pull up their poems. Sakurai is in a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a compression notebook. Composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Should I show my poem? I don't know. Let's go for the gold here! I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting her in effort.
Hi, Aaron.
Having a good time so far? Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever want suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Aaron. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's sort of the barrier we all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would write.
Thing went gone. Sayori would like. Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right?
Wouldn't be surprised if we had those things in common. Oh well, we may be good friends, but Sayori are actually really different.
Well, that may just be the case. But sometimes, what the fuck? Why does that keep happening?
But maybe there's also some similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. If you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. Oh, it's because I'm left-clicking. Okay, I didn't realize that. No? Alright. Is that the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem?
Sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knows, someone so happy would enjoy things too.
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It would take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things.
That's the best way to find a kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased after their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most.
So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have anything to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident.
That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the speckled protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I never know. I'll never know I wasn't home. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the speckled protrudes? I have no idea what that means. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like the film left in the sun. But it's too late, my retina's already scorching with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into anything, a hole of infinite choice. As I realize now, I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in.
So, what do you think?
It's very, freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really popular.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure I know how to put it. Guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yes, something like that. It's kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you like to keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
That was deep, Nautica. Shit. Who did she say it was like? I think it was Yuri? Natsuki? Might have been Natsuki. I think it was, no. Well, if it's about time, I expect it's from someone like you. I forgot who was who. Shit. That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions, so basically it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That's deep? I don't know.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it. I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am? Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone's in high school that thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Seriously. But
isn't that the point of writing, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. Guess that I went more into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. A pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I didn't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Was it Sayori or Yuri? I can't fucking remember who it was about. I think it was Sayori. No, it was Yuri. Shit.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Aaron. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an Aaron poem. And that's what makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Feel!
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you at the classroom. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, and it doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Aaron. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know?
I'm selfish now? Trying new things like this one for other people?
That's something that only a really good person can do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny it, and she's the reason I joined. Knowing much about this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? This will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help out the bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. The sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the raining days? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Oh god.
Sayori.
This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Or at least that makes me feel a little bit better about me myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yes. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah.
Especially that last line? I mean, eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
That was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
Next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'm looking forward to it. Alrighty. Aha, Yuri. This is probably the last person that this is probably the person that was supposed to be I was writing about the first time. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. She hates it!
Oh, I'm just making sure. I guess I thought it might be after reading through it.
Oh, so it's that bad.
No! Did I raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice she's been several minutes since we really haven't gotten anywhere. I might take Rory a while to get used to new people. It's fine, really, I didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through them myself, I kind of learned to pick up on all of them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is new writers, they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her dementor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not even finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. Yeah, so it was Natsuki! Natsuki! Natsuki. It's okay. I shouldn't really be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to myself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts and process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, and it's a rare opportunity for her, which in of itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club.
A ghost under the light. The tenders of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. the lost yet replaced by the sickening, blurry, blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air, and present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
That was nice.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
I wasn't thinking about that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. Aha!
That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was very, really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all. I'm really glad you like it.
To be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Aaron.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you only glanced over it after all. But remember, poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost.
I didn't even get ghost from that, I'm sorry.
Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember, it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It says everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. They are very mediocre. Even if they were just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. Literature club. I sigh. I guess it's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Satori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange pieces of paper, sharing their respective poems. And they read in tandem. I watched their expressive change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow into frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively turns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was just trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
Huh. It says if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Say or I liked it. And Aaron did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet.
Oh!
And Aaron liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh?
The music cut out.
I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Aaron appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Hush! And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Oh! Oh! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew up size bigger as soon as Aaron started showing up.
Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little... That doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly both girls turned towards me and they noticed I was just standing there.
Aaron, she's trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing as more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making all your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Aaron.
Oh, wait! There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings to most efficiently. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary and limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Aaron?
Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori! Help! Natsuki! Natsuki glares at me, drying up all the words I have in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri... But Yuri's expression is so defenseless I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah. Everyone's fighting and it's making Sayori uncomfortable. How do you keep fighting with you're making your friends feel like this?
Aaron.
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody Stop!
Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? But because, well...
Also, Natsu's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
I gotta go make my leaf juice! Yuri roughs off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might have come off with a good razor. I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? I could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate for her to get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Aaron, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job interpreting those I want to impress. I nodded myself with newfound determination. Aaron! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori. What about what happened earlier?
What do you mean?
No, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
Oh, no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I absolutely loathe these people. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can't see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Aaron, it's right that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Seems like Sayori still hasn't caught up on this kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... does it really need to stop there?
We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. And this is where I'm going to cut off. Alright, so we met the anime girls, and we read some
Beautiful poetry.
and now, let's try again. I still don't know why, Monica isn't down here, or, anything. It's just those three. I can't date the girl that's at the top of the ladder yet. Dang. Whatever. But this is where I'm gonna save off, and I'll see you all in the next part. Bye.